Welcome back, everybody, to the 3HC of LoZ OoT. Today we are tackling on the dreaded Water Temple. What words are there to describe this temple accurately? I can honestly not think of any. It'd be a better idea to think what makes this temple as terrible as it is to some players. I know the reasons that it does for me, and I can bet that some of them are pretty similar to why most people hate the temple, is because, first and foremost, it's fucking terrible to navigate. If you don't have the map and the compass, which are given to you, the compasses at least, a little bit later on in the temple, and I don't sometimes get the compass anyway, because I just forget about it. It's terrible to have to navigate. Like right now I'm going through corridors that I have no idea what they lead to. The only one I remember is that these torches lead to the first part of the temple that you have to do. If I remember correctly. Well, look who it is! No, I'm not Link. It doesn't give me a chance to say that. Fiancé, that's right. Where's the ring around your finger? I don't see it. I'm a terrible man to have kept you waiting. I really am. Although initially I can say that I never really wanted to marry you in the first place. It brings up an interesting question, what she just said about the Zoras being trapped in the domain underneath the ice. Seeing her father is obvious, but where are all the other Zoras? Are they underneath the ice? 3 places. If so, do they just, like, freeze cryogenically? And in a not harmful way? Because if they're frozen, they'd seem to be dead. But I don't know. And she disappears, and we can't see her because she apparently swims pretty fast. And we will, of course, never see her again. And when we get up here... Yay, swimming controls! I would be able to just dart back and forth quickly like that. For no real reason. So she apparently came up here or something, and... would she have gone into this room, she'd be trapped. So... oh, we have 2 arrows. So we mostly sword here. So where would she have gone anyway? She might have the ability to apparate, but... I don't know, it seems unlikely, of course. So now we have our first big chest of the game. What do you think it's going to be? I'm gonna say a heart container, or heart something. Oh, of course it's a map, isn't it always? So now that we have not paid attention to this on the wall, we will now do so. It's got the same mark as anything else you'd need to play the Zelda's Lullaby for. First major problem with this temple. Water level control. Or I guess this would be the second major problem with this game. Having to raise the water level and lower it subsequently every single turning point in the game, practically, gets really annoying. But it is something that we have to do. Speaking of something that we have to do, if I had Din's Fire... which I don't? Oh. I thought I picked it up. I guess not. If we had Din's Fire, this would be easier to do, but... I think you have to have Din's Fire in the Master Quest. But here all it is a simple shot. There we go. And it doesn't have to be precise. It can aim right above or around the torch. Like, that wasn't even close. But it made it alright, so... Oh good, these enemies. They'll be much more annoying in the water. I think... I normally kill them with hook shots, but I guess you can kill them with arrows if you so please. Oh man, so close. I want to look at this real quick. I'll have to edit this part out. I want to get a look at this thing real quick. What the hell kind of drawing, hieroglyphic, painting, etching is this? Looks like it's got a head up there and the abdomen, maybe some legs. This in no way, spoilers, references to the boss of the temple, so it doesn't look like a Zora. And that exact same design is all throughout the temple, so get used to seeing it. Go away. Do not care for either of you. Thank you for giving me bombs, which I'll probably not use. Well, okay, that's not true. We do have to use it once, which leads to something that, if I remember correctly, has just a sculptula that we wouldn't be able to get anyway. I think it's, yeah, it's this one. Let's put this on. I do admit that the music is actually pretty soothing, which is good. You need to be soothed when you're going through such a frustrating temple as this. Get your hook shots ready. You cannot fire arrows underwater. Makes sense. Okay, force that's first. I guess now is as good a time as any to demonstrate my personal biggest problem with this temple. You constantly have to take on and off, put on and take off the iron boots, which is incredibly annoying. And why did I bring that bomb up? That was weird. To have to go constantly back and forth between the start screen, and then that does not include also bringing out the different items you need throughout the temple. It is just a mess, in my opinion. And it makes me wish that maybe not that the iron boots could be a C button, but something similar to that. Oh, this is the one that leads to the sculpture? I guess so. He was in these jars. I just got hurt by a Skulltula. Excellent. Killing you, not getting a medallion, obviously. Just arrows and bombs. Only one of which is really useful in this temple. The other one, only for this one thing that we needed to do that we have already done. Oh, whatever. I don't know why they give us so many bombs. There are a couple of things in this temple that are similar to in the Fire Temple, where you can hit the diamond-shaped things with bombs at a different distance so that you can get to where you need to go more quickly. But now, it's not as important in this temple. Torches just lit themselves. I didn't even do anything to them. Forget what's down here. Now, that's the other thing, having to remember where everything is. Like this... Can I reach? I don't suppose I can, if I got a little closer. I don't remember exactly what this room's purpose is. Is this... Okay, yeah. This is a room that, gee, if only we had a longer hook shot, we could get there. But that would be silly. Why would they want to give us a longer hook shot, much less possibly make that the dungeon item? Nope. That's certainly not going to happen. Right? Anyway. Pushing blocks. Tons of fun. And by tons of fun, I mean painstaking and boring. Okay. That doesn't take as long as some block pushing in this temple. Spoilers. This leads to... Wait. More taking off the boots. And how does he take off the boots underwater? For that matter, how does he put the boots on underwater? This is an example of a place where you could drop the bomb, but honestly you don't need to. Just hop into the middle thing here. Why did it go up so high? What was that? Drag me down here with this... If I remember correctly, the name for it is Tektite. I've had problems remembering it before. That being a blue one. I've seen red ones before. Oh, the Tektites. I'll just do it because I'm awesome. Kind of. And yeah, oh, man! I had it, too. I was right on the thing. I didn't mention it earlier, because it has they haven't been too much of a problem yet, but there are different kinds of enemies in this temple that, or not this temple, but really in Zelda games in general that, yay for missing, because I'm awesome. Some enemies in the Zelda universe people consider universally the most annoying. And I think in the Fire Temple I said that the keys, especially fire keys, or... No, in the Ice Cavern I mentioned how ice keys are the most annoying. And that is true in the scope of the whole game. But in this temple, by far, the most annoying enemies are the Tektites. And this room has a dragon underneath. It is a water dragon, oh my god. It's Palkia! Except Palkia is more awesome than this. Okay, this is a bit of a tricky one. The idea here is to hit that switch, and then go real quick-alike by hitting this target. But then you've got these assholes who, yeah, we're on a 3-heart challenge, so this is kind of terrible. And it is on a timer, of course, so... I think you can do this. Might be too far out of range. If we can hit the switch from here, that would make things a lot easier. Oh my god, that happened. Okay, now I can handle these guys easily. Come on. And... Oh, come on! It didn't hurt me? That was weird. Looked like I rolled right into it. And do this again. You gotta be right on the edge there, and you can just barely see the thing. And it kept showing us zoom-ins of Link's hair for some reason. It looked really almost neon when it zooms in on it like that. Do I have to hookshot target? No. Taking out the boots again! Such a joy. And of course, we have to have the beeping. Why not? There's that etching again. Another small key! We need every single small key in this goddamn temple. No part of the game where you have to progress is inaccessible. Wait, what the hell? What am I saying? In order to progress throughout the entire temple, you need a small key for every single door that leads to progress. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And that is an alcove. We will find out where it leads from and where it leads to later. But we must press on. Can you give me some hearts here, please? Oh, you are so kind. Only one. Such a miser. 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 I said that weird first. So, putting on the boots again. I'm going to try to complain as little about that fact as possible, but it's actually pretty much a really annoying thing to have to do. And speaking of annoying things to have to do, Be sure you always look up when you're coming from one of the tunnels of water like this, because there could be a hookshot target that you have to do because the water would not be high enough in order for you to grab onto the ledge. So you may have accidentally taken your iron boots off when you didn't even have to, like I just did, because I'm kind of an idiot that way. But now, the central tower, which is just annoying. I don't know. At least I have the GameCube controller so I can be a little bit precise. Yeah, this is the second area where we use the Zelda's Lullaby to raise the water level. And this raises it to the second floor if you're looking at it from the outside, looking onto the temple, or the center tower. But before we go out, we need to go down. And I'm gonna land on spikes, aren't I? Yay, I'm smart. Thank God those only hurt you a quarter of a heart, and it goes a little fast, actually. So, down this way, for something that obviously we need, right? They wouldn't put something this far out of the way if it's something we didn't need, right? Got 2 openings in the ceiling. Which one does it open? Of course! The one with all the enemies. Lots and lots of annoying enemies. And it's not that these are too hard to handle. Those spiky balls are actually pretty easy. If you're not an idiot like I am, which I sometimes mess it up, but... the one more here. Okay then. This is one, I believe, where you don't need the hookshot target. Pretty sure, yeah. Okay. I'm going to apologize for all the way up until now, and also in the future, while playing this temple. I hope it doesn't have to take too long, but I apologize if my commentary gets a little boring. I honestly don't have a lot to say about this temple. I already really stated the major problems, and in a 3-heart challenge, some of those problems are a little bit amplified. One that comes a little later in the temple I don't want to give away just yet, but yeah, that's mainly the size of it, how big it is, how much of a maze it sometimes is, and how you need to backtrack a lot, raising and lowering the water level an unnecessary amount of times. Blessedly, I don't think I'm gonna die a lot in this temple. Skulltula up there. It's a little bit out of our range. Gee, if only we had a longer hook shot, we could easily access it. Thankfully, not that I need to get the Skulltulas anyway. And this is kind of a neat thing. If you ever need to go back into that room, bam. But we don't need to do that now, so whatever. Yeah, this seems like it's pretty straightforward here. I hear Tektites above, though, and... oh my god! Die! Go away! No! No! Don't you kill me! God, there's another one, too. I'm gonna save. Just in case. I hear it. Where is it? Oh god. Where are you? Where are you? You're not behind me, are you? Oh my god! Die! Stupid! Tektite! That was a little close. Okay. Now, to get to the heart of the matter, you shoot this eye switch, and you aim at the target. I'm just gonna aim at the... oh my god, my hookshot doesn't shoot long enough. Can you guess what I'm about to say? I assume you all unanimously said, if only we had a longer hook shot, in which case you are correct. Now this room kind of sucks because this son of a bitch right here, don't you kill me! Don't you kill me! I'm not supposed to get a fairy, but I don't want to have a quarter of a heart in this temple. Because Tektites fucking suck. Okay, that's the only time I'll use a fairy. Probably. Have I used one until now? I don't remember. Quite honestly. Not that it necessarily matters, but whatever. Here is the third one, and I bet you can guess where this brings the water level to. Precisely. We are right back where we started. And I remember always getting frustrated by this, but I understand at the same time that it's something that pretty much needs to be done, so... And this bitch can just die. If only I could get a stronger sword that would help me kill it in one hit, but such is not the case. I don't think I could get it at this point anyway. So this is an annoying room, and I think we made enough progress today, so we'll continue next time.